EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
28-yard gain.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Jaguars.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 14. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 7.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal at the 1. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Cole McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Winston. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, McDonald. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Broncos nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a carry for Mack. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got.
So a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All right.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, McDonald, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
14, Broncos 8.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, McDonald. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Broncos.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And a Jaguar first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
McDonald.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. McDonald forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going in.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And now look at him go.
In your face!
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Jacksonville.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Wait, come with me.
Here's Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Wait. 57 is the Mike. Mike 57. You ain't going nowhere. 57. Mike 57. Hey. Let's 57.
Play fake. Winston. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to K.J. Hamler. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Wait. Watch the whip.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He'll let this go for the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their. We know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
At their own 13.
Well, conventional football 101, tells but some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out from the scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace Thomas with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's brought down. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forced